Hopefully it doesn't. You are sitting in the van. You're in the van. Hang on, I'm gonna put you inside a little bit. Miss Chris, good morning. How are you? Oh, sorry about the boobage. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. I have some information. Hey, Alex storage share. That's brilliant. I like that. That works. That makes sense. I like that. 2 thumbs up. Good morning, Judes. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hang on. Gotta move my coffee. We're outside again. This time you're in the van and I'm just outside of the van. So um I picked up at 2 auctions because your girl has no self-control. You're good, Judes. That's great. Hi to studio. How are you? Good morning, Nietzsche. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Hang on, let me get rid of this. Good evening. Good evening. So feel free to ask your questions and share your shows. You know the drill. I'll wait a few minutes and then I'll talk about um the strike or the possible strike. The possible strike. Let's not panic yet. You're a night owl. Buy now shop 59 says it's been raining here all night. Yeah, same. Same. It is definitely wet outside. It is stopped, but it's overcast. But it says we're not going to get more rain until 3 p.m. So I think I'm good. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Curvy Chic Shop. How are you? You've panicked already. No need. No panics. No panics. My only suggestion right now, I've been digging through stuff, so my nails are crud. My only suggestion right now is to sign up for freightcom.com. If you don't have chit chats near you. Blasty's Treasures, good morning. How are you? Hi, Angela. How are things? Angela, you have a raid train coming up, right? Yes, I like Terry is in agreement. Alex storage share makes a lot of sense. So now people know who you are faster. Although I mean I'm used to it, but I think it's a brilliant idea. Okay, hang on. We're gonna dig through May 25th Dainty Lady Raid Train. Yay! May 25th is also the Thrift to Gift Raid Train, so I gotta send out the info about that. Just a reminder, folks, if you sign up for a raid train, you need to immediately schedule your show on Whatnot. Make sure you put the correct title in your title of your show. Your title has to be correct. Your title has to be the raid train. And make sure your time is correct. Double check, triple check your time and make sure that's correct. And make sure you put the right thumbnail in. And if you're not sure whether or not it's the right thumbnail, message the person who's running the raid train and ask them for the thumbnail. There you go. There's my PSA. People who sign up for raid trains and aren't actually scheduling shows, I changed my raid train sign up so that you have to give me a link to your show. So because that's what Whatnot does when I do when I when they ask me when I'm going to do my monthly um show where I'm going to be giving away Whatnot stuff, I have to actually give them the link to that show when I tell them about the show. So I think I think that does help eliminate some of the problems. It's been a lot smoother. But also, if you run a raid train, expect that people will drop out at the last minute. Sorry, Angela, you know this. People are going to drop out at the last minute no matter what, and you're going to have to scramble. So be prepared to do a pop up. That's why you'll see in all of my raid trains that I have a bookmark me in case a pop up show scheduled every month for that raid train, just in case I have to pop up. And then if I don't use it, then I just reschedule it to another time. All right. Is this a good spot? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good spot. We're just gonna deal with it. Okay. I I picked up a whole bunch of stuff up at auction yesterday. And this is really cute. This is perfect for Father's Day. This is really cute for Father's Day. Look at that. It's like one of those little soup cups. It needs a cleaning. But other than that, all right. I'm gonna do my thing where I'm touching and running only because that's what I keep telling everybody else to do is touch and run. So in temporary listing. No, I want to create a temporary listing. Don't nag me. Vintage decor. Condition is good. Title is Dad Mug. Mug. And the starting bid is going to be 5 and 15 seconds. And shipping profile is going to be 12 to 15. Save. Done. Add listing. Bada bing, bada boom. Pin. There we go. All right. Hi, Melody. Hello, Sunny. Welcome in. All right. I'm going to run this because, touch and run. That's what I'm supposed to do. If it doesn't sell, then it's going in my um booth. That's the word. I can't even speak today. 5 acre. Good morning. All right. Why does it say 30 seconds when I set it up for 15 seconds? Whatever. All right. Welcome in. Share your shows. It is good morning, Sunny. As you know, it is a doesn't need a bath. Unsure where it's made. We're gonna say Canada. Um right. This goes, I need a box for my um what was I saying? I don't know. It's already gone, so it couldn't have been important. So feel free to read the show notes. If you're a Canadian seller and you haven't joined our Discord, please come join our Discord. We have a lot of fun there. It's the unofficial Whatnot Canada Discord. Because we don't have an official Whatnot Canada Discord. So as soon as there is an official Whatnot Canada Discord, maybe we'll rename ours. Dear Whatnot, please pay more attention to Canada. Please. Hello. Oh, Melody, it's so good to see you. And Melody set up her rewards program, so check out her profile. She's got really cool rewards program set up. It is really neat. I love it with the memento mori and everything. It's brilliant. I love it. It's a mix of oddities and spooky all together. Yeah, good job. Very good job. And you were cautious with your coupons, and that's a good thing too. Um okay. What do I need to do? Oh, right. I'm working on this. So shall we I will wait. No, let's just talk about the strike. So, if you're watching on YouTube right now, please come on over. If you want to ask a question, please go over to the QR code that's up the top somewhere around here, and scan and come on over to this show so that you can ask your questions because I cannot see the chat. Alex Storage Share says Cheryl is doing a raid train tomorrow at 2. A lot of brand new clothes with tags, brand names, $3 all. $3 all show. That's sweet. Okay, so that's Storage Share. So Alex, we have to teach you how to do this. You're gonna do the at sign. You're gonna in the chat. You're gonna say at, and then you're gonna type in storage until you see Storage Share, and then click on it, and then hit send so that it it tags Storage Share so everyone can we're going to teach Alex this. We're going to make Alex do this. So at storage, and then when you see Storage Share symbol come up top, it's going to show you a bunch of people that are with storage. So you're probably going to have to type in storage ch before you see Storage Share, and then hit send. And then that way all the people in the chat will be able to click on that link, that name, because you tagged her, and then we can look at her profile and bookmark her show. Angela did it for you. And Buy Now Shop 59. Thank you. Thank you. But Alex, that's what you need to do. Add Storage Share. Whenever you mention it, make sure you put the at sign, Storage Share. If you're like using I know if you're using like talk to text, then it's not going to work. But it does make it easier for people to click and follow Storage Share. And that's Angie's This and That is running a family fashion raid train tomorrow. Melody says, I'm doing a book show for Whatnot this afternoon. I had to move it for family reasons. That's no worries, Alex. Just trying to teach you. We're gonna teach you. Well, that's good. That's good, Melody, because I'm gonna probably not do my show today because I have so much to do. So much to do. Evergreen loot. Good morning. Okay, so let's talk the Canada Post strike, and then I'll start. Then we'll do the work along. So Canada Post strike. Okay, so the commission put the report out Thursday, the 15th. So on the 16th, the yeah, May is crazy. May is crazy. So I thought that was a I thought I had a tick on me. It's okay. I'm very nervous about ticks right now because I'm outside. Okay. So the 15th was when the commission report came out. That was the Canadian Industrial Relations Board commission by William Kaplan about Canada Post and the strike and what to do. That report came out. There were 7 recommendations. I'm not going to go over all 7 recommendations. If you've been The basics is a restructuring of Canada Post and a changing the legislation so that there's no more daily or no more actual. Everybody will get a community box or have to go to their local post office depending on where you are, unless it's a business. Everybody else, if you're no more residential delivery. Um, I guess even for packages. Yeah, not even for packages. So there you go. So I'm sure a lot of people are losing their mind over that because, I mean, I'm used to it now. It's been 3 years, so I'm kind of used to not having home delivery. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be a big thing. So that's up to the government to do that part. They also recommended weekend part-time or hiring part-time workers, but on union pay and benefits to do weekend deliveries so that Canada Post can be more competitive with other like pure like all the other delivery companies deliver on the weekends. And so a lot of companies don't use Canada Post because Canada Post doesn't deliver on the weekends. So um, that that's going to change. That's another recommendation. But there are 3 paths forward, and I put them in my show notes if you want to just skip to that and just read it. So there's 3 paths forward. The union suspects that Canada Post is going to come and deliver to the union members, present to the union members, which is their legal right, a final contract proposal, which will be based on this potential future of no more home deliveries, et cetera, which will significantly impact the union because there'll be less people delivering to homes. It'll just be to boxes, which takes less time and uses less human resources than walking door to door, right? So there will be job losses. So, of course, the union's not going to be happy with that. So, the union suspects that Canada Post is going to come back before the 22nd, which is not that far off. We're already at the what are we at? The 17th? We got 5 days. Um, so Canada Post can go to the union members with a final contract proposal. Then it will be put to a vote by the union members, which will take some extra time, which will push the start date of the strike back from 22nd, especially if the Canada Post waits until like the 21st to deliver a proposal. Then the union has to organize all the votes and all the communication to all its members so that they can vote on this final offer from Canada Post. So then the union would vote, and then if the union members reject that proposal, then it will be a strike or a lockout. The other option, let me just read it from my show notes. It's easier than. Come on, let me see it. Oh, fine. You know what? Sometimes I don't. I wonder about iPhone. Hey, Scotia Girl. Hi, Donna. Welcome in. Well, we're just talking about the strike. Potential strike. Nobody panic yet. Panic later, not now. Okay, so or there could be an imposed or agreed to interest arbitration. So it could go to arbitration, which would also prevent a strike from happening right away. So there's Good Morning Blue Golf. So there's basically and Chantel. So there's three options, and the union thinks that Canada Post is going to come to them with a final offer. So that's number one. They could put a final offer to the vote of the membership. If the union members reject that, then we're in strike. They'll strike. Or Canada Post will lock them out, which is remember last if you remember last time the union went on strike, and like just before they were going on strike, Canada Post said, "Oh yeah, well we're locking you out." Kind of like you can't break up with me, I'm breaking up with you. That was how I saw it. So Canada Post could do that. And then of course there's or they could just go to so the if so I think that what's going to happen, thank you Sonny. I think what's going to happen is that Canada Post is going to present, as the union thinks they're going to, is going to do that and present a final proposal to the union members, and they'll have to vote. So that will push back the possible date of a strike or lockout. But I don't know how many members are going to agree to the job losses that the commission has suggested. And I can't see Canada Post saying, you know what? Because basically the commission report came out and said Canada Post is on the brink of bankruptcy and is pretty much insolvent. So there there are very few paths forward. The union has made recommendations for some expansion of services to get more funds in, but Canada Post is like, we don't want to do that. And the commission uh, did not make any recommendations towards expansion of services other than weekend deliveries. So um, that's basically it. We are probably looking at a delay of not starting on the 22nd for the strike, because Canada Post is highly likely, and this is what the union is expecting, Canada Post is highly likely to use their legal right to present the membership with a final offer that the membership then has to vote on. So the organizing of that can take a couple of days to 3 days to even a week. So that could depends on how prepared Cup W is. Um, Warren Martin says it's a government service. It shouldn't make money, so it's a false point they made. It should make enough to keep it going for the next year. Like it should be like a not for profit as opposed to a profit business. Yes. Um you could start your own career company. Good morning, Dave. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Hoffman. How are you, Sarah? How are you? Okay. So, hi, Rachel. You're in here too. It's a double Hoffman today. Jess, good morning. So, it doesn't look like May 22nd will be the start of the strike. Oh, and hi, Leah. Sorry. So farting out today. Um, it you're in the local flea market in Indiana. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm in a local flea market called My Van. I can pretend it's a flea market. It's full, so probably would work. Can I call this a flea market? Would anyone notice? I think they'd notice on my street. I managed to like half empty the van so I could refill it up yesterday. Um, so we are likely to have a strike or a lockout at some point. So my recommendation is to prepare yourself for that by doing, if you're a seller on Whatnot. I mean, if you're a seller on other platforms, figure it out yourself. I'm going to tell you about Whatnot stuff. Um, so if you don't have chit chats near you, then you need to research other companies that do courier service. Um, yeah. Rachel's following the law. I love you, Rachel. Thank you for following the law. Um, so one of the ones that worked the best last time is um freightcom.com, because they would let us, Whatnot allowed us to do bring your own label, which we call BYOL, bring your own label. And that is where, and I will teach as soon as we are like for sure in a strike position. I'm not going to start teaching it now because I don't want anyone to start panicking, and it causes too much confusion. But the system will allow you, when you go to ship, it will allow you to go and buy a label from a select list of companies, buy a label from like UPS or FedEx or hopefully others, fingers crossed. And then you take that tracking code that you've purchased and you put that information into Whatnot, so Whatnot knows that you've shipped it and your buyer can get the link to track their shipment. But you don't have to, if you go directly to FedEx or UPS, you're not going to be paying prime discount rates. But if you use a company like Freightcom, or what was the other one people, anyways, freightcom.com is what I recommend right now. This is not an advertisement for freightcom.com, but they they were the best for most regions of Canada. If you live in an area where Canada Post is the only company business in town, there is no other than, we're hoping that dear Whatnot, add Pure Later because it covers more of Canada. Please add Pure Later. Even Poshmark added Pure Later this time. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more, say no more. If we use Chit Chats on Sunday, do you think our shipments will get stuck? I don't think so. Sendle would be nice too. Yes, Sendle would definitely be nice. ICS, add ICS links because that's what one of the ones that Sendle uses. That would be go, hey Thrifty Gypsy, we're potentially having another strike. So sign up for Sendle just in case Whatnot allows some of the companies that they use. Sign up for freightcom.com and just prepare yourself and do your research to know what companies um, are of will work in your town or city. So do like a couple of, sign up for companies and then pretend to send to somebody that, like, take your last shipment that you did on Whatnot and pretend to do it on one of those companies and see what results you get, like what the quote is and where you have to go drop off the package or whether they come and pick up the package, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sign up for Freightcom and Sendle. In Sendle, make sure you add that you're with Whatnot because last time they gave us a really good deal. They gave us an extra special deal. But then we couldn't use them. So um, I'm hoping that Whatnot will allow us to use, hint hint, ICS. ICS. I know I gave Louise my spreadsheet, so the poor guy has the information. But seriously, we need more options than UPS or FedEx, or you're going to have a lot of Canadians who are just not going to sell because it's going to cost. It will cost you more money for a lot of your packages, not all of your packages, but it will cost you more money to ship with a lot of these companies if you don't have Chit Chats near you. If you can't use Chit Chats, it's your Whatnot will give you is the buyer is still going to pay the regular price. Like for example, down there, that dad mug, whatever that is, that shipping price is going to remain the same as if we could ship by Canada Post. So the when whatever the buyer pays Whatnot for shipping is what you will receive when you get your payout for that particular order. So if the buyer only paid, what does it say down there? Does it say like a $6, $8, $10, $12, something like that? 871. Thank you, Blue Golf. 871. So 871, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to ship that for 871 using anything but Sendle. So dear Whatnot, I won't like I will switch to Chit Chats. So Alex from Storage Share asks, what's the difference between Chit Chats and Canada Post? So dear Whatnot, you're gonna have to change the Chit Chats system for what type of service for Canada so that it does not select Canada Post. I'm sure Chit Chats is just going to turn that off, so it's not going to be available. So it's going to force your system to pull up the correct non Canada Post label. Chit Chats will just be the same as you've been using Chit Chats before, except that there any address that normally using Chit Chats right now would be delivered by Canada Post for the last mile delivery. The last mile delivery will have to be done by one of Chit Chat's delivery partners. So it may up the price. I don't know. I don't know how that works because I don't use Chit Chats very often outside of Whatnot. So um that's going to have to be something that's done in the back end. And I feel very sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry to all the people at Whatnot that are like currently ripping out their hair going, why is Canada such a pain? Why do we have another strike? Um Chantel says customs got me for $110 for ordering on Whatnot. Scared me for other purchases. I wish there were more Canadian shows. There are a ton of Canadian shows. What category are you looking for, Chantel? What kind of things do you buy? Um, yeah, start a Canada-wide delivery business and then convince Whatnot to. Hey, Angela, what kind of stuff are you looking for, um, Chantel? And we can tell you where all the Canadians are in the house. In vintage clothing, they are far and few between. Um, there are more coming on here. You just kind of have to like hunt for them. Anybody in here who currently sells vintage clothing, wait, raise your hands. Yes, and if you are a Canadian seller, put up your flags. Um, it's going to rain, so I'm going to be back on the road at 1 p.m. Please watch for my show. Followers from England and Australia this morning. That's awesome. Alex from Storage Share sells in Canada, and has vintage clothing. They do storage lockers. So oftentimes what you're gonna find is you're gonna find vintage clothing in like unusual places. Jude's Closet, Quinn B is here. And 13 with ADHD says there is a clothing sale this Sunday. Search for the family of fashion raid train. There will be vintage clothing. Yes. Last strike, I sent something to Halifax via Chit Chats and it was $11. Yeah. So, Chit Chats, if you can use Chit Chats, it will be an option. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. It will help if you can use Chit Chats. But research, just type in the city you live. This is what I said last time. Go to Lord Google or Bing or whatever the fork you use. Type in, um, the city. I am glitching. Type in the city where you live. So like for me, I put in Peterborough. And then no, he can go around that way. And then put in shipping and see what comes up. Or that's the best thing. Is literally that's what I did, and that's what I told people to do. Is ask Lord Google for shipping near wherever, and you're going to get a list of all kinds of websites, and then you're going to have to go into each one and do your own research to see where the drop offs are or whether they're going to pick up and that sort of thing. You'll have to sign up and then do a test. There are companies out there that will make you sign up for a subscription. Okay. I saw this last time. They were making you sign up for a subscription saying that you were going to get a better deal. They had like a 7-day free trial thing, because people then forget to not unsubscribe after 7 days. So it is, um, do not pay for a subscription. I tested out some of those companies. Their prices were way higher than freightcom.com, and it's free to sign up. Um, and then you can test drive it out, do some examples of shipments that you've recently had, and find companies that are going to work for you. Then once we know information about Whatnot as to where they're going to let us, what companies they're going to let us use for bring your own label, um, then you can go back to those websites and know. So freightcom.com uses UPS and FedEx, which last time is what Whatnot allowed, is UPS and FedEx. And the reason why you want to use them instead of going directly to UPS or FedEx, unless you are a big seller on Whatnot, on other platforms already, and you already have a really amazing an account with FedEx or UPS, then you will probably get better rates on your own. But the majority of Canadian sellers on Whatnot do not have those kind of corporate rates. So if you go with something like freightcom.com, they're buying in bulk from all, based on the volume that they get from all the small businesses. So it's kind of like pooling your resources to get a better deal. So that's my recommendation. Good morning, Queenie and MT. Good morning. Good morning. Second Troy, Kyle Crow. Good morning. Okay. There are skeeters. The skeeters are starting to come out. All right. Let me get back to work here. So feel free to ask your questions and share your shows. You know the deal. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna move you over. Where am I gonna move you? I have no space. I'm gonna move you inside the van. There we go. You're inside the van. Good morning, Huck and Troy. How are you? Oh, is this gonna work? Oh my gosh. Hang on. Please hold. No. No. Oh, there. That's slightly better. Dear Lord above. Okay. You're inside the van right now. Ooh, look at this piece of Evangeline. You can't see it because it's dark in there. That was a dumb idea. I'm going to move you guys back. That was a really dumb idea. I had really dumb ideas this morning. Four Seasons picker. All right. I'm going to list this on here. I just picked this up. Have a great day, Alex. All right. So I'm also going to, while I'm doing this, I'm also going to teach about how to do listings. So hang on. We got to go down like this. There we go. Can you kind of see? You can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. So go back to my show. All right. And when you're doing listings in your show, live or otherwise, what you want to do is go to the plus button. Now, if you are running a show and someone says, "Oh, can you run this thing that you don't have pre-listed?" You can do a temporary listing instead of doing a quality listing, which is faster because you don't have to take pictures in that. You just have to quickly put in the title, no description and all that. It just asks you for what the anyways, it asks you just a couple of questions based on whatever category you put it in, or you can create a quality listing. So in this case, I'm going to create a quality listing for this item, and I'm going to take pictures, elegant pictures of it. Yeah, so elegant. Okay, now I have to weigh it. Severe thunderstorms are called for the greater Montreal area. They probably came from us. We just had them. We had them this morning. Romeo hid under the bed. He was so scared. Evangeline. Chug. Brown drip. Do you know that cauldron I found? I don't know if anyone remembers the cauldron that I found yesterday that was Vachon Bosch. Bose. So it turns out that I did some research, and Vachon, which is, the dessert company, they're from Beauce, Quebec as well. So Beauceware, obviously from Beauce, Quebec, and Vachon is from Beauce. And in the 60s and 70s, they did a collab with yeah, I know. They did a collab with Vachon where they did all these cool baking dishes. So they were meant to be, here's your Vachon dessert, and here's the baker you put it in. And so you can make these little cute little Vachon cakes in the Beauceware. Vachon. Now I'm calling it Vachon. So this cauldron was part of a Vachon um, promotion that was a collaboration with Bose. I've only been able to find it in one place so far, and it's sold on Etsy. And of course, Etsy won't show you what it's sold for. So I might actually contact that particular individual and ask them. Yeah, Vachon makes all kinds of really cool stuff, but they have also, like, cake mixes in that, and they were big into the cake mixes, and that was where, um, they made all these really cool, so if you look up Vachon and Beauce pottery, you're gonna see all these really cute drip glaze, cake pans. They're with a lid. It's really cute. They're, like, for the really cool bakeware, but they also so this cauldron, so I don't even know what to I have no clue what to put it at right now. So, I really do like it a lot, but I need to do more research because it doesn't seem like they made a lot of these cauldrons, um, or a lot of these cauldrons didn't survive, but it was part of this really cool collaboration because they were both in Beauce, which I think is really neat. I would think that's really neat. And it was CB, so that means it's post the post language laws because it does say CB on it too. So it's got to be late 60s, early 70s is my guess. Anyways, this is Evangeline pottery, which is made in Canada. So I'm just going to say that. Made in Canada. Canada. Jesus Murphy. You can't even spell Canada? Canada. Look at why is oh thank you. Jeepers creepers. Okay, stop. It was pausing. It didn't know how to spell Canada. Hello, Virginia. I'm made in Canada, and I need to figure out what the height is. Sugar plums. Yeah, of course. I put everything that I need aside, but not that. All right, we're just gonna have to. We'll come back to that. Good pricing is going to be in the buy it now at 12. Turn on flash sale, available for 1 minute, available for full price, reserved for live. Select all, apply. Why does it say save draft? That's really weird. Save draft. I don't want to save draft. That's really weird. Now it says save draft instead of. Why is it saving draft? I've never seen that before. Has anyone seen that before where it says save draft? That is very strange. Import from inventory. Inactive. Evangeline. No. Wow. Okay. So never mind. Something's glitchy. Something's glitchy right now. All right. Well, at least I did what I'm supposed to do, and I cataloged it. Let's see if I can do another one. They won't glitch on me. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, this is adorable. It does have chippy pippy. It has chippy pippies. I can't even speak English today. It has chippy whippies. I think it's for a tea or a spoon, maybe. It does have chippies on it. Poor little thing. Poor little owl. All right. Let's see if it'll let me do a temporary listing at least. Um, Second, Troy, you just unlocked Egg. Congratulations. You've suffered through 3 of my shows. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. At least you have at least you have some coupons now that you don't have to use. Owl start bid 2 doll hairs. Please say a little prayer of remembrance for the mosquito I just killed. And options. Oops. Add. Okay. Did the owl at least come up? Yes. Pin, start. All right. Just in case anyone is interested in it, it does have chippies, but it's a cute little owl. It has little chippies on the bottom there, if you can see that. And his nose. His nose needs a touch up. Blue Gall says that mosquito is just reincarnated as a fresh whatnot seller. That would be awesome. we can all make new whatnot sellers just by just by that. All right. If anyone's interested in the owl, I'm running it now. Otherwise, it's going in my booth. Hello, Oliver. Welcome in. Welcome to the fun. Feel free to share your shows and ask your questions. Oh, if I create a temporary listing, I do that so that after this show, it will disappear out of my inventory and I won't have to worry about it getting stuck somewhere in my inactive inventory that I have to clean up later. So if you're just going to do it for one show and if it doesn't sell, it's going to go to Goodwill or it's going to go to your booth or it's going to go onto another platform. You can create a temporary listing instead of using a quality listing. If you are trying to get to Premier Shop, if you think you're going to storage share, what's up? If you think you're going to make it to Premier Shop, which means $50,000 US. I don't know if it's 50,000 Canadian too, but $50,000 in 90 days with all quality listings, all good good reviews, except great shipping. You have to be a premier seller to get Premier Shop. So oh dear. This is my receipt. We're just going to put my receipt in here. Hi, Storage Share. We're doing good. We were talking about the strike. What is this? I think. Oh, yeah, this is. There it is. Okay, it does have all of its pieces. It does have crazing on it. Just going to show you. I know. I agree. Blast strike. Hang on. This was made in Japan. It reminds me of Treasure Craft. It is very Treasure Craft looking. If anyone knows Treasure Craft ceramics, it's very vintage cool. It does have some, I wouldn't call it, I would call it crack. It's like cracks as opposed to crazing, where someone's hit it too hard. And so I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, it turns out you're fine. Canadian healthcare is concerned. What? Oh no. Oh, your doctor told you you're fine. I have a crazy allergic reaction to an. I'm going to be a mom right now, Storage Share, and say that I suspect that you have inhaled something from that house, and you should ask to see an allergist. Did you tell them you were in the hoarder house, and the kind of stuff you were breathing in? Because I would not be surprised if that's done something. And I love you and I want you to be well. And they still were just like, you're fine? Oh my God. I would say if you don't like what they say, go and it keeps getting worse. Have you tried have they given you any allergy medication, or have you tried any allergy meds? And if that doesn't do it, then I would ask to see a specialist. I take normal antihistamines until it stops. Yeah, I would definitely ask to see a specialist. You can get all demandy. People don't realize that we're allowed to get demandy in Canada and demand to see a specialist. It's triggered by the sun. Oh no. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I mean, you could ask Chat GPT to diagnose you, but I think it would be better to ask for a specialist. All right, I'm going to run this as a temporary listing. Where'd I put my phone? Oh, it's in my other hand. It's not in my other hand. It's super cute, but if it doesn't sell today, then I'm going to put it in the vintage show I'm starting a vintage. So a few of us sellers in Canada are going to be part of a live in-person vintage market. Which, by the way, Chantel, if you live in Ontario, you're going to love the Northumberland Vintage Market. No, wait, what am I doing? Create a temporary listing. If I go outside without being almost completely covered, my whole body is covered in a blotchy rash. That definitely sounds like you've caught something. That doesn't sound good. No, I'm all worried for you. All right, so this is what the fork is this? Oh, it's a Japan 2-tier. Starting bid 10. Shipping profile 1 to 2 pounds. Please hold. I got a 1 to 2 pounds. So I'm just creating a temporary. You're in Etobicoke, sweet. So September 13th, I think, is the Northumberland Vintage show. It's the second year. There's going to be a bunch of us there selling from Whatnot. Whatnot Sellers. We have a Whatnot Sellers booth. So there's going to be at least 5 of us, if not more. Add. Okay. All right. I'm going to pin this. I'm going to run this. It does have some cracks in the glaze. It does. The cracks do not go all the way through, but there is cracks in the glaze, and there might be some. I see one little chippy right here, and I see a chippy right there. So it's not in perfect condition, but it is a really cute vintage 2-tier serving tray. So I'm going to run that for 10 seconds in case anyone's interested, but it's okay if you're not, because it's going to go in the vintage show. It's all vintage, and they have a ton of clothing sellers. So we're going to have a little bit of everything. It was a Tylenol allergy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely see if you can get tested, storage share. And if they're unwilling, you could always go to an urgent care clinic and just start crying. Just start crying. I'm worried about you now. Oh dear, I'm being all mom-like. Look how cute this is. I got this yesterday. I said I wasn't going to go into a thrift store, but I fell into one, and it's not my fault because it was in between 2 stores. I went to the British shop to buy stuff for my husband's birthday, and then I had to go into Dollarama to buy the cards for my husband's birthday, and the thrift store is in between. Not my fault that I fell into it. But look how cute this is. I mean, holy fork, it's so freaking cute. So I'll do a temporary listing on this. I don't know. Why am I not just doing my what the X? I'm going to just do my what the X. This is too boring. This is too much like work to do the temporary listings. So so if you are someone who wants to do sort of random pulls, this that I'm doing right now of pulling in some pre-created, where are you selling? I miss my kids climb the bookshelf. Oh no. So storage share, we're going to be at the Northumberland Vintage Show, which is on September 13th, I think. Yes, September 13th. So there's going to be a bunch of us, and we're going to be selling live to people, real humans in front of us. But also I'm hoping that I can get a cell signal booster. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to go into her field and test out a cell signal booster and see if I can actually get a proper signal. You can't take ibuprofen. Are you allowed to take naproxen instead? If you're able to take naproxen, that might be an option for you. Oh, hello, Keisha. Keisha is here. Hi, Keisha. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Okay, our neighbor dog is here. Hang on. Hi, Keisha. Hang on. Oh, now you guys are looking at. There you go. Keisha, hi. Hi, sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. All right, that's our neighbor dog. She's a free range dog. She just kind of comes around. So she is. Oh, there's Nick. You stay right here. Sit. Stay and wait. Good girl. You wait. Stay and wait. My husband is back from grocery shopping. It does not take him long to go grocery shopping because it's just down the road. All right. Where was it? Puppy. This puppy, Keisha's You come here. You stay away from the truck and you wait. Sit down. Sit. Oh, she's not going to sit. She's too excited. Okay, where was I? No, it's not going to be 8 to 11. All right, definitely not $27. $8. All right. Hey, Pay Tribute. All right. So feel free to ask your questions and share your shows. You know the deal. I'm just here doing a work along because I'm organizing stuff out of my van, and this is my way of doing it. So this puppy is running now. Looks so it's so freaking cute. She never had an issue with Tylenol until the day it came on sudden. Oh, wow. Poster show last night was good. Another one next Friday. That is awesome. Everyone follow Pay Tribute. Does really great, like your memorabilia, right? Memorabilia. Movie posters. Movie posters. Alyssa. All right. Ooh. Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. Never heard of Lamb's. Oh, Tales. Oh, Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. I get it. By Charles and Mary. I was like, there's Lamb's Tales. Um, it does have a condition issue. Does have a condition issue. Um, that'd be so cute. A little girl's nursery. Cute way to hide some of the creams you have. Yeah, that's a great idea. I was listening to if you know me, then you've heard this before. But when I'm driving, I tend to listen to Under the Influence podcasts. I put them on repeat and listen to. So I'm re-listening to podcasts. It's Under the Influence. It's your radio show from CBC. That's also a podcast. Under the Influence with Terry O'Reilly. It's really great about marketing and advertising, and it actually gives me good ideas for whatnot from it, like from just for selling. Um, and they were talking about gender and gender marketing, and he was talking about it was like it wasn't until post Second World War that you love that show too. It's awesome. Post Second World War that pink became girly, and blue became masculine. It was actually before that the other way around. In fact, like I think it was he said in Time magazine, there was like a which colors are correct for gender, and um, blue was considered a girly color. And babies until detergents became better and fabrics had more were easier to wash. Babies just wore white because you could bleach out all the babies just wore white no matter what their gender. All right, so this is Tales from Shakespeare. What year is this? It does have a 1927. Charles and Mary Lamb. So it's like it's their synopsis. It's like they've rewritten it as a story instead of so like the end of which is this? All's well that ends well. Thus, Helena at last found that her father's legacy was indeed sanctified by the luckiest stars in heavens, for she was now the beloved wife of her dear Bertram. Oh, spoiler alert. The daughter in law of her noble mistress, and herself the Countess of Rousseline. All children's clothing was ungendered until the age of 10. Yeah, because it didn't make any sense. But then it became a marketing thing to like you couldn't because they started gendering right away. That also caused people to have to buy new baby clothes if the next baby was a different gender, because God forbid you put a girl into boys' clothes when they were a baby, because somehow that's going to affect them. And I realized actually that like they even said like strollers. So you get a pinky stroller for a girl and a bluey stroller for a boy. And I realized that like I didn't do that at all. I got a tartan stroller because it was the same tartan that we had for in our wedding for the men to wear. We had a tartan. And so it was a tartan stroller. So it was definitely more masculine than it was feminine. And Maddie wore all different colors. Like I really didn't. I didn't give a fork. If I thought it would look cute on her, then I did it. When I tried to dress her up girly, one time I dressed her up super girly and she hated it. So you just got a wagon, like a big wagon or a little wagon? Did you get like a little red wagon or a big red wagon? A four-seater wagon. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. Uh, golly, Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. It's going to be 8 to 11. $2 hairs if anybody wants it, starting now. Lambs, I can't even open it. Spend most of your trips just showing other families how awesome it is. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. It's like a regular stroller, but for tons of kids. Blexton. I've never heard of Blexton. I've started taking. Where am I going to put this? Oh, I guess I'll just put it for now. Okay. Sports Illustrated from the 90s. 1990 Sports Illustrated, 1991. I mean, is anyone interested in Sports Illustrated magazines? If so, I will run them. If not, I'm just going to leave them in this box for now. There's a whole bunch of them. So I'd run them for $1 hair each, so you'd get a bundle of books, but otherwise I will just move on. Ain't nobody got time for that. What are we opening? I'm in my van, or I'm outside my van today. Yesterday I was inside my van. Today I'm outside my van. Oh, in prescription only. That's good to know. And this is all stuff I picked up yesterday at auction because I'm crazy. So, these are cute. These are very cute, but yeah. So some things are gonna go straight if they like. So here's the thing. If I show you something and you're like, ooh, Kim, I want that, you're going to have to say so because I'm not going to run everything because I'm trying to be expedient. I think that there's like 3 or 4 of these little, they're like dessert glasses. They look like pressed glass dessert glasses from the 30s. Bush beer. All right. Again, tell me if you want me to run something. Otherwise, we're going to call this a storage. I should have put it as storage unit instead of estate sale. But this is all stuff I picked up from an estate. Oh, I lied. There's 5 of these. Ooh. Is that an ashtray too? No, that's just a trinket dish, and that's an ashtray. Yeah, that's exciting. Not. So at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing a live sale, a Tia Maria glass. That can go. Bye-bye. Oh, shoot. Jesus, Murphy, why did I do this? Hang on. Please hold. There we go. That's better. I'm still here. Sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm still here. Okay. And the tariff news hasn't changed. I forgot to talk about tariffs. The tariff news hasn't changed. The Kiss of the Irish. Irish Mist. Very cute. There you go. So no tariff news. Oh, look, number 1 dad. That's cute. That's cute. That can go in the booth. booth. Storage share says I'm supposed to be getting organized for tomorrow, but I'm using this rash and I have to be here in Red Show as an excuse. Well, you could work along. That's what a lot of people do is they work along. Oh, this is really pretty. Delft's Blue Handmacht in Holland. It's very pretty. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It does have crazing. And I always find this interesting because it's like it makes it extra handmade when some of the some of the painted glaze moves down, but it does have crazing. It does have crazing, but it's super pretty. Delft's Blue. I will run that. And then it doesn't sell, it's going in the booth. No, that's not what I want to do. What are you going to be? 1 pound. All right. Starting now, if anyone's interested in this Delft's Blue mug stein made in Holland, it's really pretty actually. It is pretty. You're watching Little Bear. Is that I think my daughter, is that like an older show? I think my daughter watched that as a kid. Trafalgar Square, London. That's nice. That can go to auction. We're almost done this box. Oh, this is kind of cool. British Columbia, Canada. Vintage beer stein with all the British Columbia. So it's got the Grouse Mountain Sky Ride, Dogwood, and it says Indian, sorry, totem pole. Lionsgate Bridge, and of course the emblem. Kind of cool. I can't remember the name of that company. Arcopel, I think. Right. I'm going to run that as another 1 pounder. All right. Anyone's interested? It's a kids show from the 90s. So yeah, my daughter definitely watched it. It's a great low stim and he's nice to his friends and family. The one that I hated and I refused to let my daughter watch it and is Caillou. Caillou is like the rudest kid ever. Like he is so rude and demanding and I don't understand why parents would let their children watch this brat. He's so rude. Like he's king of the house and rude to yes, he's rude to everybody. Okay. It's coffee time. Everyone have a sip of Tim's. Ooh. Look at this vintage thermos. Looks like it needs a little bit of a bath. The important thing is, oh, I'm sorry it spilled on you. Hey, Brooklyn, how are you? All right, now I have to do the part that I hate. It doesn't have the glass. It's just plastic. Okay, I have to do the part I hate. It's fine. Oh, thank God. Ah! Well, if it was glass inside, it would have broken now, but there's no glass inside. It's just a King Sealy thermos. Toronto, Canada. Canadian Thermos Products Limited. Made in Canada. Made in Canada vintage thermos. I love it. We would go when we went fishing with my grandparents. This is what we would bring. Brie. So the payout option changed for Canadians because of PayPal's system for converting money to from US to Canadian dollars, and there's something to do with PayPal that whatnot could not work with for Canadian dollars. So, and to be honest, I think that PayPal is on its way out with a lot of companies because of how many um, chargebacks they do. Like they'll just you complain, they charge back. Like, and so, Whatnot is wasting all of its time with that. So PayPal no longer works in Canada, period, on Whatnot. Um, StorageShare says, personally, I like it so much better. It's only one step to get your money, and PayPal was three. Yeah. So what I miss from PayPal is that I was willing to pay the fee for. No, it's okay, StorageShare. I can see it, so You can just like boobs the chat anytime, and I'll read out what it says if it seems appropriate, except for the boobs part. Um. So, yeah. Keisha's back. So the one thing that I miss about PayPal is that you could pay extra. You could pay a fee to PayPal and get your payment instantly into your account. And waiting those 3 or 4 days feels like an eternity. Yeah, no worries, Bree. It's always good to ask. You might as well ask here because you'll get an answer faster than elsewhere. Usually, not always. If I know the answer. All right. So thermos. Is this also going to be 1 pound? Yeah. All right. Vintage thermos. 10 doll hairs. Vintage, made in Canada thermos. So if you're buying from the States, there will be no tariffs on this. And you can read all about the tariffs and the explanation for that in my show notes. That's going in the vintage show. What else is, oh, right, we're here. Champ. Unbreakable, hot, cold, Champ. I've never heard of Champ before. Made in Korea. Okay. No tariffs on this either because made in Korea. All right, here we go. The resource, I have a lot of glasses. I have a lot of glasses. These we call my Whatnot glasses. Okay, I have to sniff this. I hate doing this part. It smells fine. It smells fine. It looks fine. Always sniff your thermoses before you sell them. This is quite heavy. This is gonna be 2 to 3 pounds. It's a Champ made in Korea. It's got a really cool handle. Hot, cold Champ made in Korea. The handle, though, it does have a break coming on it right there. So I'm gonna put this in 2 to 3 pounds. Alex just sees the amounts come in. It is fun when the amounts come in, though, isn't it? All right, $5 for this. Remember, this is starting to come apart. You're gonna have to give that a good old electrical tape. Will fix that, as my husband will say. Just put some electrical tape around it. That's gonna go in here with the other stuff. Oh, look how cute this is. Libby of Canada. Libby of Canada. Oh my gosh. This would have jam in it or something at one point. But look, it's a little cowboy boot with spurs and everything. Little mug, I guess. A mug? Yes, a mug. But this would be cute for like putting pencils or brushes in, or if you have like a cowboy theme going on in your house. If that's your thing. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, a plant would look awesome in that. Definitely as a vase too. Would look amazing. All right. Thank you for coming along to this work along. Please feel free to ask your questions and share your shows. There's the Libby of Canada. I love that. All right. Where should I put this? In here. Rustic Studio, Gibson's Rustic Studio, made in England. You cleaned up your Cinderella Butterprint Pyrex. They're so perfect. Yay! I'm glad. That is awesome. I just saw a an Instagram post. It's in the States, but there is an estate sale where the person was like a intense collector, like any Pyrex that came near him had to be purchased, and his entire basement was is just shelves of Pyrex all organized. It's insane. All right, so there's this rustic. I'm just checking it. It's meant to be a coffee pot, but you could put whatever you want in it. Gibson's Rustic Studio Made in England coffee pot. I don't see anything wrong with it so far. All right, and I think, yeah, there's one. There are also two cups. You would get a booth at the antique mall. You should get a booth at the antique mall. You should, for like all the stuff that you don't sell. Okay, that's got a chip. It doesn't say Gibson's on it, but I'm gonna, this one with the chip is gonna go. It's gonna go. You know what I need to do? I need to do a smash show where we just have fun smashing things. I think I need to do a smash show. I can do that actually. I have the bin. I have the bin. When should we do the smash show? Should we do it on the 22nd? Like an ant like we hate the strike smash show? No, if I found a house full of Pyrex. Yeah. You know what you're going to? One of these days you're gonna, yeah. So I think we'll do a smash show. A F the strike F the strike smash show. Where if you want to keep it, you can. Otherwise, you're gonna purchase a piece of it. Oh, thank you, Bree. I like them too. But I kind of like them because they're like whatnotty. Although whatnot's changed their colors now, so this is not the whatnot color anymore. Yeah, I think I think a weekend show would probably be good. So maybe I don't know. I don't know how long I have this for. Yeah, the yellow is slightly different. You will notice that so here. See, can you see there's a slight difference in the yellow compared to previous? I'm holding it there for comparison. This is brighter. The new whatnot yellow is slightly different. A smash show train. Yes. Okay. All right. On the 22nd, on the 22nd we do a smash show train. Yeah, it's just a little bit different. It's just a little bit different. It's less in your face, if that makes sense. And I think part of it is that they're big enough now that they need their own Pantone, right? They have their own font now. They were using Poppins before, which is open source font, and an open source Pantone. And so they're using their own Pantone and their own font. And it's only slightly different. So the average person is not going to notice, but it is enough. Like the W, I don't know if you can see the W on here. You probably can't. The W has got a little bit more, less angular, more badonkadonk. It's shapely. It's your girl whatnot has gone to the gym. That's basically what the font looks like. Your girl whatnot went to the gym and did a good workout. Yeah, I'm not used to it yet. I am not used to it, but I'll get used to it. Yeah, it's like a little bit more. There's curves. She's got curves. So some people love it and some people hate it, and that's okay. All right. So, oh, this has got a little bit of crazing on the glaze. I can see crazing here. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Gibson's England rustic studio. There's one cup and the teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout, or coffee pot. It's not a little teapot. And hang on. This is going to be in the 2 to 3 pounds range. And we're going to start that at 20. I'm going to put this in the booth at like 40. So $20 if you want it now. Gibson's Rustic Charm. If you look this up, plus you'll get the cup too. The bonus cup. All right, no worries. Going in the booth. Uh-oh. Those clouds don't look great. All right. We're doing a smash show, Dave. Are you going to be part of it? We need to do a smash show. Smash show on the 22nd. Get out your frustrations about the strike. You can smash whatever you want. So basically, a smash show is where you take stuff that's, you're chipped and cracked and a little bit off stuff. Squall warnings in Toronto. Ooh, be careful. Thunderstorms called for soon. We're not supposed to get rain until 3 o'clock. So you have an old crazy China set. There you go. So what you do is you like run everything you run at like $1, and if somebody wins, so you show something that's like, so I would show this and I would run it at $1, and the person can decide to oh, let's go bugs. Okay, there's bonus dirt in the bottom of this one, so the person could decide to keep it and have it shipped to them as is, or smash it. And usually what you do is you would write with like a big marker. You would put like, F cancer or the name of a boyfriend or something, and then you smash it. You like throw it at normally it's like brick wall, concrete wall. We have a dumpster that's here right now, so I could just smash it into the dumpster. Oh no, and it's dumping. Just think of it as being good for the fields, the plants. The plants need it. So yeah, so you just run stuff, and then you have to take a piece of the item and ship it, that a piece of the item, to that person. You have a tote and a brick. As long, also make sure that you're wearing protective gear. You're in Hamilton and it looks so dark. We're like there, yeah, that cloud doesn't look very good, but it's passed us by already. We're up on a hill. We get totally different weather than everywhere else. It's like sometimes it avoids us. It just follows the river and goes around us. I'm far enough away from the river that it goes around us. Okay, so where was I? So that's a smash show. So if anybody has a bunch of stuff that they can smash, then we can do that and do a smash train. Remind me to put it. Okay, this is so cute. This is gift craft made in Japan, vintage. It's freaking adorable. Look inside. This is pretty awesome. All right. This is also going to be 2 to 3 pounds. I'm going to put this at 15 today. Running it for 15 if anyone's interested. Otherwise, it is going in the vintage show pile. It's going to go to the vintage show, which I'm so excited about. Even though that's all the way in September. I'm starting to organize now so that like my most epic vintage, like super califragilisticexpiala vintage stuff is going to be at the vintage show this time. Wonder if this glows. Do I have a glow checker? Do I have? I do. Oh, Keisha, what you up to? Is that even working? Yeah, slightly. I think my glow checker is dying. Yeah, there's no glow there. It's cool. It's cool. A little bowl. It's a bowl. I don't know. It's a bowl. If anyone wants me to run it, let me know. Otherwise, it's going in the auction pile. And welcome in if you're just joining. Where ask your questions, share your shows. This is like a work along chat, and I'm organizing things from the estate sale. So I'll be showing things, and if you're interested in something, let me know. If you're looking for something in particular, let the chat know, because there's tons of awesome sellers in here from all over Canada and the US who can help you out. This is Blue Mountain Pottery Mocha, but this is an accident. This is an overfire. This is an overfire. I get way too excited about this. This is an overfire from Blue Mountain Pottery. just makes me so freaking excited when I see this kind of thing. It's an accident. It shouldn't look like this, but it's an overfire, which makes it totally unique. And one of the reasons, look at that. Look at this cool little, look at that. Oh, you're a beauty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to add this directly in. You've only lived here 10 years, so you know the area. 10 years? Okay. Oh, someone must have gone live. Ugh. All right, hang on. All right, did it. Very excited when I find a unique piece of Blue Mountain pottery. It gets me way too happy. BMP unique mocha glaze over fire vase made in Canada. Sorry, everyone. Made in Canada. So, oh my gosh, I'm at 20%. How did I get 20% already? All right, it is 11 o'clock. You know the drill. It's the time when you get to share your shows, tell us what you sell and where you're from, so everybody can follow everybody else, and then we will find someone to raid into while I continue, unless you want to stay with me, and I'll continue organizing with you. Otherwise, we'll go right into someone. It is up to you. I'll do a poll in a second. Me and Canada vase, 9 inches tall. I think it's 9 inches tall. Buy now. 45. Flash sale. Available for full price. Shipping profile. 2 to 3 pounds. Hamilton is spread out. I know, but I don't get out much. I definitely know the hospitals. You do. Second Troy. Hello, hello. Okay. And optional fields. How much should I pay for this? Can I remember? No. Publish. Skip. Is it going to let me this time? Is it going to actually let me like create a listing instead of giving me headache because I didn't select all the shows? Look at that. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Did it do it? Let's see. I have so much BMP in my show that trying to find this one is going to be fun. It didn't do it, did it? It didn't do it. Oh my gosh. What is going on today, whatnot? There it is. I'm not too happy with the way that it cuts off part of the picture. I guess I'm going to have to. So there's something to remember and learn, that you need to make sure that you have air, like some space above when you're taking the photo. Make sure there's some space above. Otherwise, it does that and it looks ugly. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to go in and edit. And I'm going to click on this I clicked on that. I clicked on that particular. It's not letting me switch. There. No, it won't let me do it. Oh well. Hi, Pickles. Hi, Blasties Treasures. How are you? Okay. Skip. I don't know why it's being a pain in the butt. And then I will run it. Okay. Start flash sale. All right. I'm running a flash sale right now for this particular Blue Mountain Pottery unique. It's the mocha glaze, but it's an overfire. So it actually, as you can see, it cooked for too long, which makes it super unique and very cool. And this is an older Blue Mountain Pottery. You can tell by the label. So this is like an experiment in doing mocha, but it's also shiny, so it's one of the experiments. You're 30 minutes from Pier 4 Park. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Pier 4 Park sounds lovely. Okay, and what else do I need to my shop is not empty. For the love of all things holy. There we go. What else did I need to tell you about? Free resources for sellers. I'll pin that. If you are a seller on Whatnot, you can use all of my free resources down there. So there are stickers you can use. I need to create there's Raid Train planner, Raid Train show planners. There's show planners for Whatnot. There's stickers for reusing boxes. There's all kinds of things. All right, I managed to go through another box. So, oh right, I was going to do a poll. All right, doing a poll. Create a poll. All right, so it's up to you. What do you want me to do? Keep unboxing or raid someone? You let me know. Totally up to you guys. Consider it your show, not mine. While I grab another box. Oh. So far, keep unboxing. Okie dokie. We don't want to leave ever. Oh my gosh, that is such a cute little van. Someone's got one of those classic camper vans. Driving down the street. Oh, look at oh my gosh, look how cool this is. Aladdin's Best Buy vacuum bottle. Nashville, Tennessee. 10-ounce wide mouth. Look how cute this is. All right, I will keep unboxing for now. Let me see. Hang on. How do I end the poll? Jesus, Murphy. End poll. There we go. Okay, I'm continuing to unbox. So, look how cute this is. There's the stopper. All right, now you know what I have to do. There's the inside. It's actually quite clean inside, but I still have to sniff it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I hate sniffing, so I'm always worried about what I'm about to sniff, but very cool. So this is an Aladdin. To remove filler, turn, tighten base securely. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how good what great condition that's in, actually. When I was a kid, I got in so much trouble for always dropping my thermoses and breaking them. So then my mom bought me the ones that are plastic and unbreakable. And then, of course, yeah, I would have soup at school that was totally cold by the time lunch happened. But most of the time, what she did was she'd just take a can of Chef Boyardee and she would nuke it and then put it in. And oh, okay. Anyways, shut up, Kim. Stop telling about your horrible childhood. Peacock, look at you. You're having a day. It looks like. All right, start pinning this. Don't worry about the $27. We'll put this at 12, 10, 8. 8. What the hey? 8. It's a rough morning. Same. Is it raining there too? It's raining all over Ontario. Okay, running this now. Vintage Aladdin Best Buy. With it still has the original filler. It's going in the vintage show. Vintage show box. Okay. That's just image. Speaking of vintage, whose parents or grandparents had one of these? This is from Shears, Canada. This is a Canadian product. Back in the day when we used to make stuff in Canada. Smells all right. Yes, you did. The sun is trying to come out. Barely coming out here. I'm gonna get rid of those cedars. It does look like it's like huge. It's huge too. It's like really tall. It's like insanely tall. Perfect for putting your tall boys in. It is in really good condition, actually. It just there's some smudge that needs to be washed off, but other than that, it's in really good condition. So good morning, mimics. How are you? Keisha, get out of there. Come. Now. Come. She's going into the neighbors. She was going to start digging. That's not allowed, even though she's not my dog. Is it raining there? It's raining in Hamilton too. It's raining everywhere. It's raining men. Hallelujah. All right, I'm running this. If anyone's interested in this supercalifragilistic vintage, made in Canada. It's still got the vinyl. The vinyl is in great condition. It's like brand new. Migrant, migrant, migrant. It, we had storms. We had storms in the middle of the night. Migraines. Oh, try Gravol. Gravol, and if you can get the triple X vitamin water, I swear by it. Oh look, it's to Nancy from Santa. I don't want this tin. It's going. And yay, I have another one of these. Okay. Rain usually, yeah, same. The sun is out. I have until 3 o'clock supposedly, but I'm just gonna run until I run out of battery power today with you guys. I love milk crates too. Aren't they like amazing for storage? I'm actually thinking I have a whole bunch of these that I've collected. Because anytime I see them, Brooke, good morning, Brooke, how are you? Anytime I see them, I gotta grab them. Athlete's World. Ooh, look, and it's vintage. It's vintage Halloween. It's vintage Halloweeny. It smells all right. Vintage Halloweeny. Yeah, for kids' toys, you can clean things. They work like giant sieves. They also stack really well. I put all of my when I do organize stuff inside, I put all of my mini stuff, like my littles, into milk crates, and then I can stack it. And also, when I'm selling, I will often use milk crates instead as baskets for people's stuff, and then I can just stack it and carry it down the stairs easier because it clicks in with each other. All right, I got this blow mold style. Looks like it. Yeah. Anyways, vintage plastic jack-o'-lantern thing. Um, yes, and they do fit onto IKEA shelves, those little Kallax ones, really well. He's going to shows you can stack them upside down and have a table. Yeah. Or you can stack them together. What I'm gonna do is take a whole bunch of them in my booth and make like a custom bookshelf with them. Temporary bed. Yes, there's all kinds of things you can do with them. I'm gonna zip tie them together to keep them secure so nobody accidentally pulls it all down on me. All right, running this right now. Running Halloween right now. Woo! Okay, I need a new box soon. Put it there. Oh my gosh. 1992, Uncle Ben's Olympic Games, official sponsor of the Olympic Games. So, of course, they had to have a tin for it. All right, I'm going to put that in auction. If you see something that I just say I'm going to put in auction, let me know if you actually want me to run it. I'm making assumptions on your behalf that you're probably not interested, so you're going to have to tell me if you are. Otherwise, I'm just not going to sell it. Okay, another box. How are we doing for power? We're doing okay for power. Yes, thank you, Brooke. How are you doing, Brooke? Let me just mod you. If I can do this without screwing my... Why does it say follow? Aren't I following you? That makes no sense. How could I not be following you? Weird. Oh, good. Yeah, thanks, Mimics, for sharing that. It's important if you're going to sell any cosmetics. There are new rules that just started this. Yeah, there's new rules about cosmetics. So for those who don't know, if you come, like, especially if you do state sales, garage sales, that sort of thing, if you come across any cosmetics of any kind, including perfume, It can't be expired. If you're going to sell it, like, it's one thing if it's an Avon collector bottle, then you're just going to dump out the stinky perfume before you ship it. But if it's been opened or it's expired or it's expired, yeah, new, unopened, or empty. Thank you, Sword Share. So you have to make sure if it's 3 years old, then it's no good. You can't sell it on Whatnot. Sell it on the Bay instead. The Bay don't seem to care. Oh my god. From Walmart, but they took it out of the ground. Look, it still has the sticker. Rest in peace and boo, which also is slightly broken. I'm gonna just put that in here. Unless someone's interested. I'm hungry now. Oh my goodness. It's a plush forest imported, made in China. Warning, made in China. For those who are in the States, don't bid on this because it's made in China. It's a stuffy, and it's so cute. It smells like it's just been stored in the basement, but not in a bad way. Just like, it actually smells like it's been stored near lumber. So somebody had a wood shop. Aren't these cute? Like, it's so freaking cute. I could just smush its little nose. It's got a little witch's hat and everything. All right, how much do you weigh? You're gonna have to, if someone does buy you, not $27. Don't worry, everybody. All right, running now if anyone's interested in him. Otherwise, he will go in the. D was talking about it. Over here. I'm making a pile now. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Where's this made? This is also made in China. This does not weigh as much. Smells the same, like it was stored near a wood shop. This one's got like feetsies and everything, but it's made in China. So if you're in the States, do not bid on this. The only reason it's 8 to 11 is because of the size of the box it's going to need. All right. Got a little handle. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, good. I'm glad Dee was doing that. I don't know. I did go over it very quickly, but I didn't go into great detail in one of my shows. It's all a blur. These shows now. I just do too many. Okay, next thing up is this. Hang on. I literally picked this up yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to. When you pick up at an estate sale auction, you don't have time to do anything except grab, wrap, and go. Because this isn't where you can stop and peer at it. Although I usually do make commentary while I'm wrapping. It is a ceramic. It's not signed, but it looks like a hobbyist piece based on the painting here. So it's a ceramic jack-o'-lantern. Isn't it cute? And I love that it's yellow inside because that will really reflect the light really well. It's not on the lid, but it's actually in good shape. Like that. No. Close enough. Good enough for Jazz. Anyways, there we go. This is definitely going to be 2 to 3 pounds. And we're going to run this at 15. If anyone's interested in the jack-o'-lantern. Hobbyist piece, so produced in Canada. I'll make sure there's a sticker on it of some sort if it goes across the border. All right, guess where you're going? You're going in the Halloween box for Halloween time. Okay, let's see what. Sometimes you just get junk. Another thing for Nancy from Santa. Lots of these tins. Some of these tins are cute. Yeah, Dee's had a fascinating life. So many of them have. This vintage bunny. Oh my gosh. This is so, look at this face. Oh my gosh. Vintage bunny. Oh, you are so forking adorable. It has one little spot here that needs a cleanup. Oh, there. It's coming off. Okay, now I have to do the sniff test. Yeah, you just smell like you've been in not gross storage, just like it's clean storage, I guess is the best way. She's been in clean storage. Oh my gosh, you were so cute. Look at the flopsy ears and everything, and the like the little nose and everything. No, it's more like a wood shop. It's like it's like maybe it's a little bit of concrete, but mostly wood shop. I feel like I'm trying to. No, no pine. Definitely more piney than, yeah, but not like, my dad had a wood shop, so my dad always smelled like on the weekends. I'm not playing with you right now, Keisha. I am busy selling a bunny, or not selling actually. I'm busy showing a bunny that's vintage that you can't have because you'll bite it. It's so cute. Okay, you're going in the vintage show. Okay, 5,000 of these have I seen in my lifetime. That's going in the. What are you doing? Oh, you have a rock. Okay, so if you don't know Keisha's the neighbor dog. She lives up the road. She comes and visits. She's a free range dog. Let's not go into the legality of that. Um, we've just come to accept it. This is what she's brought me to play with for me to throw. It's one of her favorite things. All right, you're gonna have to come around. Come on, come through. Come on, come through. Come on, over here. That's a girl. All right, I will throw the rock for you. I'm gonna throw the rock for her. Ready? Go get it. It's like she loves to play with rocks. She's a little off her rocker. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. The flocked bunny has a boo-boo. That's too bad. There's no money inside. Oh, that's really sad. Boo-booed bunny. I'm just gonna put that in here. I guess I could put it in the smash it. I'm gonna put it in the smash it. Yep, we'll put him in the smash 'em. Unless you want me to smash now, but I'm gonna save the smash stuff. We'll have a smash show. Keisha can come and give us rocks to use. All right, I think this is not a toy. Keep out of reach of children. It's a massager thing. Okay. Again, if there's something that I like, just put down. Thank you, Brooke. What the heck? Oh, it's broken and everything. Down it goes. I can't smash that, so. Oh, thank you for the rock. Okay. And we have done another box. You have one in its Garfield? Ooh. I like it. I like that. I have a Garfield that goes like on the back window of a car. I have one of those suction cup ones that's been in my booth for like months now. Months and months. I think it just keeps falling down. So people don't notice it. Where's the rock? Where's the rock? Oh, it's still in your mouth. That's not helpful, Keisha. All right. What else do we have? Oh, here's another box. Okay. Oops, right. I gotta move this out of the way. Hang on. I'm just organizing. Sorry. Welcome to chaos. Ooh. I have to show you one thing that I got from the Halloween stuff. Hang on. I'm gonna take you for a little walk because there's two sides to the van. So I'm gonna go for a little walk. Grab it over here. It's huge. or whether to even sell it. I'm tempted not to sell it. Hang on. Let me put you guys back. Cock-a-doodle-doo, Canadian Chief. Look at that. Look at it. It's huge, and it's on a base. It even has the name of the person in case someone tried to steal it. So that's the person. There were 2 of them. I only got 1 of them. I didn't win the second one. I'm very sad about, but I will survive. Is that gonna stay? It's starting to get windy. Yeah. Brooke, it's meant for me. So, oh, sorry, Keisha. So if you're interested in that, it's I'd started at 25. Yeah, 25. I've received a couple of referral credits in US dollars, it appears, but they aren't applying to my purchases. Any wisdom on the matter? So they've definitely I would contact support to fix that, because they may have to do some sort of payout or conversion or something, Canadian Chief. Yeah, because like I have a bunch of referrals that have never they've never finished doing their thing, so I don't know what would happen. Would they stay in US dollars if they finish doing the thing? But you should definitely. How much would shipping be? I don't know. Let's find out. Hang on. Let's do a custom shipping profile. All right. Create temporary listing. It's going to be an other home and garden. Title, pumpkin. Big. Blow. I got to spell blow. Mold. You're going to have to wait, Keisha, my love. Starting bid 25. Shipping profile. All right, we got to do a custom shipping profile. Welcome to how to do a custom shipping profile. Your referrals bought from your show, so you know that they bought from you. So have you seen the credit yet on your ledger? Now I have to measure. Hang on. Where did I put my measuring tape? Please hold. This is going to be awkward for a second. I just have to get my bag. Oh! Okay. It might be oversized. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out, the fun way to find out. There we go. Found it. And the scale. Scale's important too. All right. Excuse me, Keisha. Beep, beep. Okay, so how do you do a custom shipping profile? Well, thanks for asking. Hang on. We're going to do a custom shipping profile for this. So first we need to weigh it. All right. It is coming in at over 3.5 pounds. So we got to add 2 pounds to that. So I'm going to put it at 5 pounds. Shipping profile. So when you go to shipping profile, instead of selecting one of the whatnot ones, you're going to go to the top here and you're going to select custom. And then I'm going to name this pumpkin so I can find it later. Pumpkin. So the weight is going to be 5 pounds. And the maximum number of items is going to be 1. It's going to have to go in its own box. And then, yes, welcome to how to do a custom shipping profile. And now, so what I did was I then toggled this on and said, I only want one thing in this box because this is going to have its own Franken box. And now I need to do this is my system for doing custom shipping profiles. So first of all, you need to measure it all around. So it is 23 by 15 by 15. 23 by 15 by Raid! Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for the raid, F&A treasures. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for the raid. Feel free to share your shows and tell what you're all about. I'm going to moderate you so you can make all the announcements you want. We're currently doing a custom shipping profile. This is a work along show. So if you're a seller, feel free to share your shows and ask your questions. And if you're a buyer, tell us what you like to buy, and sellers can tell you what's going on. So I have this blow mold pumpkin that we're doing right now. It's 23 by 15 by 15. So I'm doing a custom shipping profile of it. So what I do is I add 6 inches onto each measurement. So 23 becomes 29 inches, 15 becomes 21 inches, and 15 becomes 21 inches. And then we save. Okay. F&A Treasures says we do electronics, estate sales, cards, and video games. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I love it. And when's your next show? So everyone can follow you. Welcome to Canada, A. Are you in Canada as well? I need to view profile. 8.9K sold. Just a couple of things. You've only sold a couple of things. 5.0 rating and less than 1 day shipping. Shut the front door. That is awesome. How many staff do you have? Holy cow, I love it. I love it. 3. Oh my God, that is amazing. Goals. Goals are to be, when I grow up, to be F&A treasures. I'm an auctioneer, so I do have staff for my live auctions, but not for my whatnotting. I should do the opposite, right? Oh, thank you, F&A Treasures. So we're doing custom shipping profile for this. So there's the pumpkin. I'm going to add right now. I did a temporary listing for it, and now I'm going to pin it. So, Brooke, now you'll be able to see what that's a custom shipping profile for a custom box of 29 inches by 21 inches by 21 inches for 5 pounds to ship that blow mold. So when you get big stuff like that, or you're shipping something that's super $50. Yeah, holy cow. Holy moly. It's coming from Canada, eh? So, yeah, there you go. But look, we learned how to do a custom shipping profile. Oh, oh, oh. Put it up there. So we're unboxing right now. So and chatting about whatnot. And Canada's about to have a Canada Post strike, it looks like. So we're whining about that. We're planning on doing a smash raid train. So if anybody's interested in getting involved in that, it will be an F strikes, F postal strikes in general raid train. And it's, you take all your stuff that's slightly broken and or chipped or cracked or whatever that you can't sell, and you smash it on behalf of your buyer. So you run everything at a buck, and whoever wins the auction gets to decide whether they want the thing shipped to them or they want it smashed, and then they get a little piece of it in the mail if it's smashed. And you can smash on behalf of, whoever you don't like in your life. It could be F cancer, it could be F a politician, it could be an ex-boyfriend, whatever. So that's what we decided that's what we're going to do because we're tired of this strike. And if you're an American in the house, just want to let you know about tariffs. There's a whole bunch of notes. I have show notes that explain things. But if you're buying outside of the United States, you will get tariffed if the box value is over $800, or one or more items in the box is made in China or Hong Kong. So that's why you're going to hear me saying when I'm running stuff, I'm going to say, if it's made in China, I'm going to say made in China, alert, alert is usually what I've been doing, so that Americans know that's going to be tariffed. And even though the tariffs were decreased, it's still, if the value of the box is under $800, then you're going to have a minimum charge of $100 US of tariff, or a 34%, whichever is more. So it's a minimum of $100. So just keep that in mind. Even though the tariffs are reduced, it's still $100 because most people on whatnot buy less than $800 of stuff each time. And the whole box gets tariffed. Ooh, Jen2223 is hosting a vintage pulp books at 3 p.m. Eastern. Pulp books, like pulp fiction and stuff. That is so much fun. I love pulp fiction. All right, we are going through these. Oh God, Labatt's blue glass. That's going in the auction. If you see something that I'm showing and you actually want it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm moving on. Another Labatt's blue beer glass. Look, plastic glasses. What's this? Hey, Leah. Oh, oh my. I have to look this up. This is an Expo 67. It has Canada and 191. Um, just purchased the BMP. You just purchased the BMP Ellie pants. Yay! Oh, Jen, you'll have to just it doesn't allow you to the links aren't clickable, so you'll just have to tell us the details. So usually what it is you're selling, what time, and you already know to do Eastern Standard Time. I think that this is Bose. I think this is Bose, but I'm not too sure. It's white, but yeah. What time selling and what you selling? What you selling and what day? You can talk about stuff from future days too. Oh wait, I should touch and run, Kim. Touch and run. I have to do some research on this. Look at it's, or it might have been made. Look at the handle is a little off center. Maybe it's meant to be like that. Do you see what I mean? It's a little off center. Good morning, East Ender Resales. How are you? Welcome in. We're just hanging out. Charlie Treasures selling vintage books. We have a massive warehouse full of books. Charlie Treasures is amazing. So many books. I love Charlie Treasures. Okay, so it's an Expo 6. You're going to have to wait, Keisha. Expo 67. I need to still research this. So if it sells, it sells. Otherwise, it's getting researched and put in my booth probably. Expo 67 vintage mug from made in Canada. I think it's Bose, but I have to look it up. You're also in Canada. Yes, I know. It's awesome. I love all the Canadian sellers that we have coming on board. It's like there's just so many new amazing Canadian sellers. All right, I'm going to move all this stuff. And there's also amazing American sellers. We like our amazing American sellers too. Don't think I don't love you. I love everybody. Yeah, you're new at Whatnot, but I'm glad you're here. Zoe, what's up? Okay, sorry, Keisha. Keisha's been waiting patiently for me to throw the rock. Nothing like having a neighbor dog who demands your attention. Okay. But she's a sweetie. Oh dear. Oh, A&W root beer mug. 13 with ADHD says, be sure to check out the Family Fashion Rage Range tomorrow starting at 10:30 a.m. 14 Canadian sellers, clothing for all ages, modern and vintage. Yes, absolutely. And what time are you on at 13 with ADHD? There's a lot of amazing Canadian sellers who are part of this. 1 to 2 pounds. All right. I'm near Peterborough. We had our first set of storms. We're going to get the next set of storms. It's in Toronto and Hamilton right now. That's expected to hit us at 3 p.m. So we already had our first set of storms that are now in Montreal. All right, A&W root beer. I would consider this. I'm going to say this is vintage. I'm going to put this in vintage stuff. Oh, what? Oh, sorry, Keisha. You are in the way. You are definitely in the way, little dog. I love you, but you're in the way. I'm gonna have to wait while I'm gonna give up on this in a second. Sorry, I'm trying to grab all these swizzle sticks. Look at all these cute little swizzle sticks. Squall warnings. What does that even mean? Squall. No poop, Sherlock. Okay. Grimwades, England, Stoke-on-Trent. It's really pretty. Looks very 1930s. Oh, it's got chippies. It's got chippies and crazing. Oh, lake warnings. That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you, Brooke, for interpreting. Squalls coming off the lake. We do have a very large lake in Lake Ontario, and we're by, um, if you look at a map of Canada and you look at Lake Ontario, just above Lake Ontario to the east of Toronto, there is another big lake above it that's like skinny but big. I'm at the east end of that. I'm at the very east end where the lake becomes a river. Um, there you go. Thrifting with ADHD is close to Ottawa. I'm close to Peterborough. We're everywhere. Um, Conditions are favorable for the development of squalls with wind gusts up to 40 knots, frequent lightning, hail, and poor to very poor visibility. Thunderstorms heavy at times. So it's going to rain heavy. Oh, Keisha, jeez. I tried to get her to bring me balls instead, but no. Rocks are way more fun. Oh dear. Look at her. She's so pretty, but she's all chipped. Chalkware piece, but she's all chipped. She's gonna have to go in the Smash show. Leah, were you here when we decided that we're gonna do a strike smash train? Um, so we're gonna all of our chip stuff in that. We're gonna get on some safety glasses and smash a smash train. We'll have to discuss in the Discord to figure out the best day for everybody to do a smash train to get our to get our feelings out. Thank you, Brooke. I love you. um, okay, everyone, be very careful if you're in the Toronto area because there's going to be just stay inside, stay indoors, and hi, afternoon, Antico. How are you? I know, big pumpkin, and we got whittle pumpkins. We got pumpkin. It's pumpkin palooza. I also got this. I even got a ceramic pumpkin. Yeah, the big butt pumpkin is too expensive to ship to the United States because it's big. Big pumpkin. Big booty pumpkins. We got big booty pumpkins. What? Big booty pumpkins. Big booty pumpkins. We don't want no little pumpkins. We want big booty pumpkins. Big booty pumpkins. Yeah, I know. I'm a child. I know. All right, let's see what we have here. Travel and tourism. A world regional geography. This must have been somebody's school book. Yep, from Coburg East. Oh, Coburg East. So, once upon a time, Coburg, Ontario had two high schools. One was Coburg West, which was in the West End, and then there was Coburg East, which was in the East End. It's on the same street in King Street. The East was built later. I do have pumpkins. Look, pumpkins here and pumpkins there. There's pumpkins everywhere. Hi, darling face designs. How are you? And hi, Ivory Dawn. This is a work along, so there is no actual like sense to anything that I'm doing. I can stop and just chat because I'm crazy. Anyways, this is 1992. Holy cow. Tour and so east was where you went if you so there was west was the collegiate and east was where you went if you weren't going to go into university. So there was like oh you graduated from east meant oh you not so smart because basically they did it by IQ. So anyways, travel and tourism. Oh, Keisha, you're so demanding. Okay. Oh, Canadian Oxford School. Oh, I love these. Oxford School Atlas. Look at this. Okay, let's see. What year is this? What year is it? Because it has all kinds of stats in it. 1985. 1985, fifth edition. Let's see. Canada's population. Net migration. 1931 to 1941 is negative, and that's because they had to count the people who went overseas and then died over there. That's pretty bad. Interprovincial migration. Oh, look at that. Look at all the people moving around in Canada. All right. Population change. Where's our population? Average size of farms. Oh my god. And then there's cool maps. I know. Pikachu Boo, how are you? Okay, so if you're interested in any of these books, let me know. Otherwise, they're going in. They're going for auction. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, shut the front door. Look at that. That's like the Vacation Kingdom of the World, a pictorial souvenir. Printed 1972, the year I was born. So somebody did take their crayon. So you'd have to take a crayon remover to that. Someone did take a crayon to it. On like all the pages. That's very sad. Not all the pages. 2 pages so far. Oh my gosh. I haven't been to Magic Kingdom since 1981. 1981. I think it's 1981. The year that, yes, 1981, the year that Canada helped free the hostages from Iran. Walt Disney did a special thing. So this is 1972 Walt Disney World. I see only crayon on 2 pages. Yeah, there is crayon on 2 pages. Someone does know how to do that. Yes, definitely, Jen. Let Thrifting with ADHD know when you're going live. Just tag her all the time. Drive her up the wall. Just kidding. All right, this is going to be small. I'm going to start this at $3 in case there's anyone who's interested in it. Walt Disney World souvenir book from 1972. 1972. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's going to be saved. Where am I putting this? In here. In here. Okay, next. Oh, sorry, Keisha. Gotta throw the rock every 5 seconds. Oh, here we go. It's a book about Manitoba. It's friendly. Friendly Manitoba. So it's pretty much what it looks like. Oh, and there's a cutout from the newspaper. And there's addresses for all the voyageurs who went. I guess they went to Manitoba. And somebody drew some things of people. Scott, I don't really know you, but I had to put you in the pictures anyways. Hope you liked it down here. Denise Adams. Oh my gosh. Okay, Denise Adams, you do really good drawings. Detention in September for being late. I think that's supposed to be detention, but they can't spell detention. Anyways, it looks like that back in what year? It looks like these kids from Coburg went on a trip to Manitoba. And they all got a book about Manitoba. So there you go. If anyone's interested in the book about Manitoba, and all the interesting drawings. Wait, there's more. There's another book on Manitoba. Though this one's been signed by everybody who went on the trip. That's cute. To Scott. Well, don't know much about you, but you seem pretty cool. You'll have to come and DJ our school dance. Stay cool, drug free. From Tyler. Hey Scott, I had a fab time. Hope you did. Don't you think that the people are a lot nicer here in Manitoba? I swear I am moving here when I'm done college in 2 years. Well, that's my essay for now. Have a nice life and hope you get better soon. Love, Christine. Oh, I wonder if did Christine Kent, does anyone in Manitoba know if Christine Kent ever actually moved to Manitoba after she finished college? Inquiring minds want to know now. Ooh, children's records. Oh my god, this is so heavy. Children's records. Oh, there's 2 in here, that's why. The Gandhi Dancers Ball and Around the Corner. Is this what it's supposed to be? I have no idea. The Finest Pre-Tested Records for Children, a planned program for children to help them love, understand, and grow with good music. And this one's got Columbia, the doll with a sawdust heart, and on the other side is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's right. There's a song by Guy Mitchell and his orchestra called Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, now I'm really curious. I wonder if I can. All right, I'm digressing again. I want to find out what the doll with a sawdust heart sounds like from whatever year this was done. Back we go. Search. How do I say it? The doll with a sawdust. Now I need to know. Caroline Thrift, hello. Feel free to share your shows while I'm being an idiot. Doll with a sawdust heart. A sawdust. Dust. Wonder if it's even on Spotify. Bet you it's not. Search. Nope. The Doll with a Sawdust Heart by Guy Mitchell. There we go. Found it. Thank you, Bob. She has met have learned to regret. Okay, I don't think these are children's songs. Because that wasn't very children-y. This cover is a lie. All right, what's the next one? Oh, Pedro in Argentina for creative children whose parents want them to love, grow, and understand with good music. Pedro in Argentina. You've been buying behind my back. Thank you, Brooke. I love you. Yep, Pedro in Argentina. All right, now we need to find this one before I sell it. This should be a new thing where I find music and then I have to try and I'm running out of battery power, aren't I? All right, back. Pedro in Argentina by Sally and Lee Sweetland. Can I play it somewhere? Oh, there we go. Yep. Hey, what isn't on YouTube? Okay, you can stop now. Next one we want. Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty. All right. This is it. This is
Hey, you want to get rid of your beer belly in time for
No,
summer?
I do
Check
not.
this out.
I like to do a lot of cardio to burn some fat.
Sorry. Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty. Children. You can't dance and do this at the same time. Here we go. Thank you for the earring purchase. Unlock nest! Yay! Leveled up. Little Red Wagon by Beatrice Landeck. Oh my gosh. Did we have this? Do we have this as a video? We do. We do. Somebody. There's two in here, actually.
I know what you are. You are a child. Now meet me. I'm a record. I go round and round. There's a little wheel turning in my heart. There's a little wheel turning in my heart.
Yeah, there is. Let's go to the rodeo.
In my heart, there's a little wheel turning in my heart. I go round and round. I go round and round. There's a little wheel turning in my heart. Of course, if I weren't a record, I might be another thing that goes round and round. I might be a wheel on your wagon. Then I'd go round and round on your little red wagon.
Round and round on your little red wagon.
Round and round on your little red wagon. Fare you well, my darling.
One wheel off and the axle dragging.
One wheel off and the axle dragging.
One wheel off and the axle dragging.
Fare you well, my darling.
You better hush your mouth.
You better hush your mouth. Oh man. Okay, and this is Cinderella. Cinderella. Oh God. Prokofie's Cinderella. But there's only one. There's only one in here. I did not know this song, but it was pretty. It's pretty easy to assume what they're about to say. Prokofie's Cinderella. No. Prokofie's Cinderella. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we're just having fun. Screw it. This one's much calmer. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl who lived with her cruel stepmother and two ugly stepsisters. Cinderella, Cinderella. From morning to night, they shouted to her to wait upon them. His sisters hated her because she was so beautiful. Oh, good Lord. Hey. Oh, this one sounds like it might be fun. There's two in here, though. Oh, there's the other piece of Cinderella. Okay. Found the other Cinderella. Does this one ship ahoy, I hope? It is. Okay, here we go. All right, you can stop that now. You can stop that. Ship Ahoy Children's Record Guild. Videos. Yes, there it is. I love this.
Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow and Jack comes home again. Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, for many a stormy wind shall blow and Jack comes home again. Once a beautiful sailing ship was nearing port. First she was just a tiny speck, and then she came nearer and nearer. Ship ahoy!
That's what he said.
Into the dock sailed the ship. The sailors threw out the lines, and the men on the pier made them fast. Then they let down the gangplank, and off stepped Jack in his sailor hat and his suit of blue. As I was a-sailing.
Okay, you can stop now. All right, there you go. This is the musical thing. All right, so this is really cute. It has some ephemera in it from Monday, December 21st, 1981. Look at this. There's Dear Santa. So one of the kids must have written into Santa. And then here's all the ads for the food. Sirloin steak, $2.75 a pound. 1981. Jelly powders, 27 cents. Cheddar cheese, a 12-ounce block. Have fun. Love you. cheddar cheese, 12-ounce block of cheddar cheese for $2.19. Let's not even talk about what eggs are on here. Are they even on here? Anyways, you get this, and then you get the box. So you got the box, the presentation box, the school day treasure album, and then look at this vintage school day treasure album from the 80s that didn't get used. It's got like pre-kindergarten grades, etc., etc. And we're now in low power mode. It didn't get used, and there's even a health record with immunizations for those who immunize. So this is probably for smart families who read science. It goes up to grade 13 because back in the day, you have this one, Pickles. Oh my gosh! So this has got the box and everything. You get the whole kit and caboodle for $4 if anyone's interested. You get the box. You get a cool piece of ephemera. Keisha, you're gonna have to wait. And this really cool school days album. This is kind of cute. It's cute. Your mom did one for my sister and I. Oh, that is awesome. See, this one was given and then never used, which is kind of sad. Because it's got all the pockets, so you can put the photo and then you can put the pockets of all of like all of their report cards and that. It's brilliant. And it goes all the way into university. Your child ends up in university. All right. We've done a box. We have finished a box. We have listened to records, and I think we're done for now because we're done one half of the thing. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I love you guys so much. I love the fact that you'll just hang out with me while we unbox things. And 623399, okie dokie. All right, I have to charge this phone too, so I'm going. Who are we going to raid? Does anyone have any suggestions of who to raid? Otherwise, I will find someone. Shush, Keisha, you're going to have to wait, my love. There's probably hopefully there's someone having some fun on right now. Let's see who's on WhatNotCon right now. See if we go down Brick Boulevard, shows in your region. Galactic Funko. Oh no, see again. Dude, you cannot please nobody do this. Do not just put something on that spins and say, "Oh, I had a live show." This is against terms of service. Oh. He literally says back at 11. No. Back at 11, and he's not back at 11 because it's noon. Unless he's in another country. Vintage Saturday with Spacey. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody on WhatNotCon that's Canadian. So we're gonna go into the crazy bead lady who's doing a live pop-up. Hi, Christine. All right, I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. Keisha, you're gonna have to wait for the love of all things holy. We're going into the crazy bead lady who's doing a live thrift. So we're gonna go see Linda. Bye for now. I love you guys. Let's go thrifting. I think she's at yard sales, and so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Bye. Be safe out there with the storms. Who's here for you? Keisha's being picked up now. Send. Bye, everybody.